All right, cool. We're live. All right, guys. So it's 8 o'clock Wednesday. Welcome to our call. My name is Carl David. We have Christine on the line, Devin, and Lauren so far, and my friend Pam. She's not gonna talk, but she's looking at me right now. And we just wanted to basically, I wanted to personally share a little bit of my story and talk to some people who may be having mental blocks, right? And what we're gonna do tonight is just kind of like share a little bit about who we are, and then getting into why we do this, how we're able to do it. Every single day is it's a new obstacle, and why it's worth it at the end of the day. So I'm just 24 years old. I'm a regular kid. Everybody thinks that you should see where I come from. I'm from Haiti, right? Where you think people can't make it, but life brought me to Montreal. I remember when I first moved into this city, I didn't know where I was, kind of headed, right? I didn't know myself. I didn't understand life yet, but I went through it. I went to school, worked at a job, and it wasn't for me. It's not for me. Why? Because I think that people can do more. So I tried online marketing, and it was hard. It was so hard that I wanted to quit so many times that I wanted to give up because my sister didn't think I could do it. My aunt didn't think I could do it. Friends and family were like, yo, you should just go back to school. But you know what you want out of life. You actually have dreams and goals and visions, right? And nobody can tell you that you can't do something, and you feel so strong and passionate about it. So here we have a team of people where finally we're able to meet online, right? Pam, honestly, my own friends I don't talk to like this because they're not on the same level mindset-wise that I'm on. And online, you actually get to network and connect with people. So some people get into business and they think it's all about the money. They think it's about the next sale, the next sign-up. I've made the best friends online, and that's what we're trying to instill in you guys, to just chill. When you get when your mind is clear and you know where you're headed, everything else, all the noise is kind of like, it's just noise because you know where you're headed. As long as you have a clear vision on where you want to be and you work every day towards it, you're going to get there. It's kind of like you're attracting wealth into your life. So I wanted to pass it on to Lauren to share some of her story, and then we'll come back around and finish this off, guys.
Hey guys, it's Lauren. A little bit about me. I'm a normal woman, a mother of a 5-year-old little girl. I, went to school. I graduated from college. I did all the things that society wants us to do. It took me a little longer to handle my college career, but I was able to finish. I ran into online marketing because after I graduated, I felt incomplete still. I felt like I still was missing something in my life. And it drove me into the direction of being an online marketer because I just felt like that was what I was hungry for. It gave me, it was going to allow me to live how I wanted to live and actually become my own boss without having to make, thousands of dollars of investment. It gave me that power that I've been missing, that I always wanted. I'm able to, build my legacy for my daughter. I'm able to build my empire. I'm able to communicate with people all over the world just with the click of a mouse. And I actually have bonded and built some best friend relationships online. I've built those relationships where I talk to these people more than I talk to people I grew up with. And something that Ramar, one of our other teammates, that he posted in one of our groups today was something by T.D. Jakes, and I watched it, and it made so much sense. I already knew this, but it reminded me of, what it really meant. T.D. Jakes said, it's like a heartbeat. Your heart beats, and it has all the, your veins and vessels connected to it, and it helps it beat on one rhythm. And that's the same thing with life and people that you surround yourself with. you start to grow, you start to mature, you start to see your vision of what you want in life, and you start to surround yourself with people on the same rhythm as you. You you'll, as you mature and grow and go through things in life, you start to weed out the people that their rhythm may be a little off. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. No, it doesn't mean that. You love, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be someone you dearly care about. But it doesn't mean that they have the same rhythm as you. So what you do is, what happens in our natural nature is to crave that next pattern in your life, to gain that rhythm from somebody else's energy. And that's what I feel like marketing has done for me. I haven't I have friends and family that have the same beat as me, but it's, some of them lack that rhythm to keep me pumping. Some of them don't understand why I strive the way I do. Some of them don't understand why I chose this industry. And in order for me to succeed in this industry, period, I had to find others that understood the same rhythm. And these individuals that's on now, Devin, Christine, Carl, these are people that have the same rhythm as me. And we found each other online. They're in different areas of the world. And it made life so much better. It makes my journey as a businesswoman so much better. It helps me mentally, because when I'm off, when my mental rhythm is off, I can text, inbox, or call one of these individuals and say, hey, I need you to help me get back on my beat. And guess what? Because we're on the same rhythm, they end up completing my beat. So that's what you want in life. That's what you want in your business. Everybody that's in marketing isn't on the same beat. They don't have the same rhythm as you. So you have to be careful of who you invite. Now, like I said, doesn't mean that you love them any less. No. But sometimes you have to love them across the street. Sometimes you have to love them in eyesight distance. And sometimes you can't allow everybody in arm's reach distance where we can walk side by side. You have to be careful. So I wanted to give that huge nugget, because TD Jakes kind of like it made my mind go another direction. Because even today when I seen it, I actually evaluated the individuals I work with online, and I realized how blessed I was, because I was able to build, and I'm able to work with a team every day with the same rhythm. So you have to find your rhythm. You have to find that, because that's very important. You have to find it in your mind. I have to go. Sorry, my little girl's right here in the background. But I'm going to pass it off to Christine.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Christine Cassiano, and I'm probably one of the older. Can you hear me? Anybody can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I'm probably older in age than most of the people in the group. I am a single mother of 3, actually divorced. I did not finish college, but I graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. I am a natural leader. I am, at the moment, self-employed. I'm master barber for the past 12 years. And I grew up in an era, or I guess in the 80s, where anything was possible, but the people that I was surrounded with always told me what I could not do. I always aspired to do great things, even as a young kid, and everybody in my immediate circle, family, friends, always would say that I could not do, or no, you can't do that. So growing up with this fire still inside, my whole mission was to prove them wrong. I became a young mother, had my first son as a senior in high school, graduated 6 months before my class did, and became self-employed. So I have been successful in being a single mother. I've been independent, and I stand strong. And so my reason for marketing, or starting the marketing, is because I know I am capable of doing great things, and marketing is the platform that gives me the opportunity to pursue my dream and becoming an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur with endless capabilities of becoming a billionaire if I want. Um, why I chose Elevated Minds is because everywhere in the marketing world, you see everyone fighting for all the same customers. They're all marketing thousands of different products, um, and everyone is kind of going blow for blow to get that next sale. Whereas the team Elevated Minds, they're not like that. They work as a family, and they're a very tight-knitted unit that I grew up never having. So that's what attracted me to being in this group and being involved in the marketing. The mindset, though, is that we can revisit all the bad and horrible things that we had to endure, but when you get through that fire, when you when you are successful in going through those trials and tribulations, and you can still stand strong with your sanity and your pride and your humbleness, nothing can stop you, and anything is possible. So it's all about not focusing on the struggle that you go through. It's not focusing on what you went through in the past. It's about focusing on the solutions to your goal. What are you going to do to obtain and reach all the goals that you set for yourself? And in my many years, I may be still young, but I lived a long life. In my many years, I've come to learn that. And networking with the like-minded people, and keeping in contact with those people and not severing those relationships has proven effective in obtaining that success. So it's really about that time for everyone to really look deep within themselves and decide what is it that they're going to do. You can't sit on the fence for too long, and when you make that choice, you reflect on what drove you to the point where you are now, and you congratulate yourself for overcoming all those obstacles that you had to go through, and all the heartache and the sleepless nights and the worry and the crying and the sweat, blood, and tears, but then you move forward and you say, you know what, because of all those things, I am here now. And because I am here now, this is what I'm going to do to get to where I'm trying to go. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm excited. I still have this fire that's never going to die until my last breath. So I'm here as a strong member and a good resource for anybody who's looking for an opportunity or looking for their way to find themselves.
That's powerful stuff. I don't know if Devin's available, but every time you speak to Christine, you can tell that's like a very motivated person, and she has her mind set. She knows exactly what she wants. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Are you in business because of a pony that you want to buy your daughter, or are you in business because of this dream vacation that you've always wanted to go on, or are you in business to make a couple $100s here and there, or are you in business to empower and change lives? Because personally, I feel like everybody here on this earth is meant collectively to help somebody else build, right? And I know that I can't give back if I'm broke-minded, if I'm broken my bank account. I can't do things that ultimately make me satisfied giving back if I'm in a situation where I can't. So I stopped being scared of getting on calls like this, on video calls. I stopped being afraid of trying to go after what I wanted to. I stopped listening, right, to noise, and noise meaning you can't or you shouldn't. When people say you shouldn't, you should really evaluate that and feel within your heart what you should do. Business decisions, whether you should try a different strategy or maybe stick with the one that you've been going with. tweaking things. It's all about making decisions, and it's within yourself. That's why we struggle daily with certain things, because we're not there mentally. And personal development helps with that, understanding your surrounding, where you're going, reading things every day, and trying to stay empowered and motivated. I learned from Tony Robbins that it's kind of like a cycle that people go through, where a negative emotion leads to you doing nothing, not taking action, which leads to you not getting results. And once you change that, it's hard. It is hard. You got to condition yourself, and that's one of the hardest things online, to condition and discipline yourself to get things done. When you start doing things positively and you force yourself to be happy, and you force yourself to, actually get results by taking action, your life becomes better by going in the right way. And I want to imprint that into anybody that I run into, because it's something that I think that has shaped me into who I am today. I don't procrastinate much on things, and when I work, I cut off noise, and I'm disciplined. And it's all from this. I got a Kindle as a prize from Ingreso Cybernetico, and I read books on this. I listen to personal development on that, and that's kind of like my water when I'm thirsty. When I'm feeling down, that's where I go. And that's what works, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I first started marketing, I see people deal with this all the time. I can't get leads, I can't get sales. This one woman, somebody messaged me today. She's like, I've been in business for 6 days. 6 days, right? And I haven't gotten a sale. What am I doing wrong? When you think about that, it's like your first reaction is to say you're not doing anything wrong, but then you actually are, because what you're doing wrong is you're not having confidence in yourself. It's hard when you first begin, because here you're not accepting what you have to grow first. You have to grow your mindset first. When you believe, then you'll start attracting stuff to you. So it's really mindset first oriented. That's why we have these Wednesday hangouts. Everything else is, Friday we're doing testimonial strategies. We have leadership calls, but Wednesday is here. I was reading The Alchemist. Who told me to read The Alchemist? Rashard. Rashard's like, bro, you gotta check this out. You gotta check this out. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Read this book. And I'm like, I don't like reading books. So guess what I did? I went to YouTube and I found the audio version, and it was mentioning, right, how people nowadays it was using an analogy, how people are like sheep. And when you have sheep kind of like go along with the flow. They become accustomed to their surroundings. They become accustomed to waking up at 5 in the morning and doing it over and over and over and over, and they're comfortable with just being fed. And the occasional, having their hair cut off, and the occasional meat that you get from the sheep. When are you going to turn into the person that's the farmer, leading the sheep, right? When you develop and grow in character, where you're like, okay, I'm done following. It's time for me to make some noise. And that's when you really transform in business. And it really comes with personal development. You're going to turn into an animal at some point. I think a lot of people deal with this too. I had to quit my job for me to feel like I would work, because I used to be the type of person, I was broke-minded. I wouldn't do something unless I had to. Some of you are like that. You're better with deadlines. Bad, terrible. So I had to change. I quit my job, and my back was against the wall, and I knew that was the only way I was going to go animalistic. I went ape mode, and I did what I had to do, and here I am months later, like almost literally a full year later from when I first started. And it began with making a decision that I don't know everything, understanding that when I have a question, the best thing I can do is ask. The best thing I can do is look for help, mentorship, and if I'm persistent enough, somebody's going to answer me. The answer's out there. It's you ask and you shall receive, but you do it in a positive manner. Maybe you don't deserve $5,000 a month. Maybe you're not worthy of $10,000 a month. Some people you're too broke-minded. You take it, and God knows what you're going to do with it. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that, guys, and we're not going to keep you too long on this hangout. We wanted to do it less than half an hour, share some stories, give some value. I don't know if I don't think Devin's here, but if you guys wanted to add anything, feel free to do so. But that's what I wanted to share with everyone.
I just want to touch on what Carl just said about, are you worthy of X amount of dollars? It's a lot of people out here that want the X amount of dollars, but they don't want to work for it. And they don't want to change their broke habits or their negative ways about themselves as a person to be worthy of it. And then you cry for help. You cry, you whine, you kick your feet like a baby because it's not happening as fast as you want it to happen. But how is that going to happen when you're continue to think like a broke-minded person? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hold on one second.
Well, in addition to that, in addition to what Lauren is saying, is that, you know, coming from one who was raised by broke-minded people, parents, I still love them, but they're broke-minded. They're okay with working a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 40 years of their life, and having, you know, $2,000 to live on for the rest of their life. Me, however, I always wanted more, and I know deep down inside that I'm worthy of it because I had to walk through the fire. I had to prove my worthiness in my spirituality, and I had to give thanks when it was due, and I had to stay up late, and I had to pray when I was having an issue at the moment with being positive, and being surrounded by negative people every day in a barbershop is hard. And to have your mind still set on being successful, regardless of what's going on around you, no matter who that you feel is close to you is not on your page, is not supportive of you or your endeavors, is your mind. It's when your mind kicks into gears, when your spirit says, you know what, no matter what, I will not be broken. No matter what trials I'm going to go through, it doesn't matter, because that fire is still going to burn within me, because God gave me that strength. God blessed me in my spirit for me to carry on. That's why I got 3 successful teenagers right now, and, you know, honor roll students. I got a 10th grader who goes to college already. You know what I'm saying? I've everything that I had to fight for, I earned. So I know that my potential is higher than $5,000 a month. I already make $5,000 a month working at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's gonna be higher than that. You know, I'm not limited. You know what I'm saying? And I know that that God has blessed me through my children because of their success already. You know, so it is about everything is about mindset and spirituality. What you have in your spirit inside, no matter how many times you got kicked when you were already down, no matter how many times someone spit on you when you were just trying to help them, or how many doors were slammed in your face when you were just trying to reach out to someone who called you out. You know, it's about that. You know, you're not going to be moved or swayed. You're not going to waver. You're going to stand strong through the storm, no matter how long the storm lasts. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to have that inside your heart. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long it takes me to get to where I need to be in this marketing business, it doesn't matter, because I know I'm on the right path. And you know how I know? Because the more trials and tribulations, the more that Satan come after me, the more the times that when I try to upload a video, it don't upload right away like I want it to. Because that's how I know I'm on the right path. That's how I know that I'm going to keep on going the right path. Because, look, I got goosebumps right now talking, because God is in me, you guys. I feel it. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, that's when you know you're on the right path, because it's not going to be easy. When it's too easy, that's because you sold your soul somewhere down the line. It's easy for you. That's what happens. Now, when you have to fight for it and you got to prove, that's when God said, how much do you want? Are you going to prove to me, my child, what you're going to do to get what you need to be? You know what I'm saying? So that's when you start knowing that you're on the right path, when it don't come easy. And that's when you reach out to your people. That's when you say, you know what, I need you right now, because I've been so strong right now, and I just need a breather. Let me just lean on your shoulder for 1 minute. Give me that extra wind, that second wind that I need to get back up again and start running. So that's when you get your team, like Elevated Minds, like Carl and Lauren and Dave and everybody else that's in this group, and you say, you know what, I need to talk to you. I need your support right now, because I know you're on the same mind track as me. I know you understand where I'm coming from because you're fighting the same battle as I am. You know, that's what it's about.
Yes, yes. You got me up here jumping. That's real right there. That's real. You can just feel it. I can just feel her goosebumps because that's what it's about. Like, you have to be in that mindset no matter how much the weight weighs. No matter if you cannot lift it up, not even a little bit, you still have that fire burning in you to know I'm not going to give up. Because one day I'm going to lift this weight up. And then once I lift it up, y'all better get out of my way. Because as long as God, has my back always, nothing matters. As long as I have my team, which is my family. I don't even call them my team. I have people hit me up all the time on Facebook like, I hear you talking about your team/family. Because I am blessed to have these individuals. I don't have to walk this journey by myself. And if you were smart, if you were really, really smart, you wouldn't have to walk your journey by yourself. The only reason why you're walking your journey by yourself, or you feel like you're in it by yourself, is because you choose to be that way. You choose to make a change in your path, your career, your life, whatever, to surround yourself with individuals that will help you, that will walk with you and push you to where you need to be, and to also accept the man above to help you do everything around you. It's up to you. And it starts with your mind. It really does. And I'm getting goosebumps because I feel what Christina's saying. I feel when your back is against the wall. I feel raising a child. She has 3. I commit. God bless her. I only have 1. But I feel where you can see your child be an example of all the things you fought for in your life. And they display it. And somebody compliments your child because you work so hard to install that in your child. Every day I do my best with my business. I put my people first. I'm in this business because I want to help somebody else first. I could care less about me. That's just like a parent. I'm going to help my child first before I'm taken care of. I'm not going to be fresh. My child is going to be fresh. My family, my teammates are going to eat before I eat. You want people around you like that, who wants it as bad as you do. And when somebody don't want it as bad as you do for them, you just have to let that go. Because that means they don't have the same rhythm as you. Going back to TD Jakes, they don't have that same rhythm. Not saying that they will ever not get there, because it may not be their time. They may need to go through a little bit more to understand what that rhythm is to get them where you was trying to get them. But that's on them. So and it all comes with mindset. Is it hard? It's hard as hell. It is hard as hell having to wake up and fight. And I'm not saying that you have to have a million problems. I'm not saying life is not good, because people that claim that looks like they have a good life still has to fight, because they have to maintain that lifestyle that you see. They have to maintain to make sure everybody else is flowing. You think Oprah has a good day every day? No, she has to see it in her mind before it happens. When she may have a bad day, but when you see on camera, her mindset shifts it to where it's okay to everybody else. She chose to make it that way. She could go on camera and say, you know what, I'm going to show the world that, nah, I don't got control. You don't want to let your emotions control your life. You want to control your emotions. That's the key about life. You want to control your business. You want to control who you are as a person. Because when you start to be able to control those big important keys, you have full control of your whole life. You have full control of your vision. You have full control where your life is going to go. Not from what somebody else is saying where it's going to go, but what you say is going to go. And guess what? You have control of what you manifest in your life. If you think you're worthy of $5,000, then you're worthy of $5,000. But you have to get your mindset right before you get $5,000. If you're worthy of $10,000, it can happen, but you have to get your mind right in order for it to happen. If you want $100,000 in 3 months, or even by the end of the year, I be damned, it can happen. Because guess what? These 4 that's sitting on the panel, it will happen for us. You know why? Because we have a wealthy mind. In my mind, I'm worth $1 billion already. Already. I'm never going to short myself. I'm continue to grow. I'm going to be a trillionaire by the time I hit $1 million in my pockets. But I have to be a billionaire in order for me to become a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? I'm willing to stretch myself mentally to the point where I had tears in my eyes listening to an audio because it's doing things in my mind that I've never had areas of my mind being touched. Nobody's ever triggered these emotions in me before until I put those earphones on and I listened to something that was worthy of listening to, whether it was my gospel music or whether it was a daggone motivational speaker, inspirational, anything. That's when you know you're going somewhere in life. That's when you know you're in the right place. When you feel it in your heart and in your gut, and if you're a female like me, you have that female intuition. You're in the right place. But if you don't feel that, you're not in the right place. I don't sugarcoat anything. Neither does my team sugarcoat anything. Trust and believe. The people that hit my inbox every day and they talk about what they're missing and all that stuff, the first thing I'm going to tell them is, get your mind right. Get your mind right. I told Christine the same thing. When I talked to her, I started feeding her books. Listen to this, listen to that. I do that with my team every day. I can't make you want as bad as I want it for you. But guess what? I'm going to make sure I do my job. Because when I leave, if something was to happen to that person, I'm going to say I don't regret the last thing I said to them. You know why? Because I gave them my best. I gave them what they needed. That's why that's why they say you always tell the people you love, I love you. Because you want to make sure you get that last value to them before they leave. So Frank hopped on. This is my man. We just going in because we talking about the mind. He's at work right now. Carl, if you want to introduce him, I'm just like.
I'm gonna just get you guys ready for this thunderstorm of power, because this is somebody who naturally he has it, and the only thing holding him back is, you see, he's at work right now. So Frank, share a little bit about who you are, man, why you have this grand vision, and what you plan on doing with it, because we trying to get you out of that uniform, man, and it's all about mindset.
Yes. How y'all doing, folks? My name is Frank White. I'm 32 years of age. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I'm a father of 2 beautiful boys. Basically, why did I choose to be involved in this program? Well, basically, whatever everybody's reason is, to be in a position to gain financial freedom. Now, my past was very dark. And that's why I'm going to get into mindset, because my mind, my habitual thinking, back in the day, back when, I was coming up as a teenager, going into being an adult, was in a very dark place. I'm not proud of it. And it never regressed, and it never helped me, basically, plain and simple, it never helped me. So, when I sat down one day and looked at my son, one of my sons, and I looked at his smile. I looked at him smile and happy and, running around, because he's been through a lot. And, that's when I started thinking, positivity into my mind, and that's when I sat down and looked into my life, and I said, man, what am I doing? Understand what I'm saying? What am I doing to myself? Well, why am I thinking all these negative thoughts? Why am I complaining about my world, this and all that, but doing nothing around that, transmitting positivity into my world? It was just recently. God honest truth, it was just recently, probably like about maybe no more than 2 years ago. And that's when everything started coming into fruition. I was thinking so much I used to always dream about having my own businesses, being an entrepreneur, um, giving myself that opportunity to not really think too much. I need to start my own little business. I need to start my own, so that mindset of me starting my own business, me doing something to, generate more income, that mindset created more, better, a better circle, better, it generated more, better energy for, to attract the right people into my life to not only be an asset to what I was trying to do, what I'm trying to do now, but to also empower me, to give me, a clearer perspective of, what I needed to do to become better, for myself and for my family. So, as I'm going into the road to success and thinking good thoughts, and then I started meeting, good people. I started meeting, people that were, that had the same vision as I, that were in a position where I wanted to be, you know, no stuff like that, be own businesses. But in order to, really be successful in this day and age, you have to learn how to market yourself. So I'm looking at all these people, guys like, Carl David, lady bosses like Warren McKinney. I'm looking at them, I'm peeping, I'm like, man, what are they doing, man? They're doing it so smoothly. It's like natural to them, and I'm sure at one point they didn't even know how to do none of this stuff. I'm like, man, and I just started watching them, I contact, I asked them, what are you into? And she welcomed me with open arms, man, and that's what I was expecting from true leaders, giving you the example of how to go about, making somebody feel good to join your team, and it made me feel good. It made me feel welcome, and basically it just opened a whole new way of thinking, man. I'm in such a good place because of you guys. I'm really appreciative of it, and you have to watch the company that you keep. You have to watch the things that you're entertaining in your mind, the things that you're letting into your mind, because you don't want to be speaking to the wrong people. They're telling you, this and that, and all this negative stuff that it seems so irrelevant to your lifestyle and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. And those are the things that I've been eliminating. I mean, I talk to these people. I don't even know them for more than a month. And I speak to these people more than I speak to a lot of my close friends. I've been eliminated a lot of them because they want to speak nonsense, stuff that it's not elevating me. It's not helping me learn. It's not bringing any kind of knowledge or nothing. It's just like, duh, like, come on, man. I'm not with that nowadays, man. I'm just trying to, better myself, better my career, better my financial situation, my mental situation, my spiritual situation, everything about me. Oh, hold up one second. Sorry about that, guys. Everything about me is about, advancing, making myself better. It's as simple as when you're born, a baby, you're forever, advancing. You grow up, your limbs get bigger, your brain get bigger, you start learning. I mean, why, when we become adults, why do we have to stop learning? We forever learning something, every day you're learning something new. So that, but it all depends on your mind, where your mind is at. What are you feeding into your mind? What type of conversations are you having with yourself? Because you are your biggest motivation. There's nobody in this world that can motivate you other than yourself. What you speak to your soul every single day, every single night, right before you go to sleep. The habitual thing. I've been, really paying close attention to what the things that I'm entertaining in my head, and I don't want I don't even watch the news. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch horror movies or gangster movies and none of that stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that I'm eliminating that I used to entertain a lot in my head. You know, I used to listen to a lot of gangster rap, a lot of that stuff. You know, you know, even though I'm not a gangster, I've never been a gangster. You know, I'm a street guy. I come from the streets, but I've never been a gangster. But at the same time, these type of things were entertaining my mind, and you know, I would think back in the day, it was cool to hold a full of beat streets with a man, because you pop yourself. You know, it's not good. It's, you know, bad influence for the younger kids. Way of thinking, man, nowadays, and that's what I've been focused on lately. You know, my thought process, the things that I let in. So you know, you could you could be in a position to tell yourself, yeah, you know, my positive thinking is bringing enlightenment to someone else, or the masses, or whoever it is, you know, you're speaking to. You know, hey, how you doing? And yeah, basically, man, it's all about a mindset, man, and it's staying positive. And all what you want.
Going out.
You know, speaking of,
Oh.
I'm here. If you know, if you give your sickness a name, if you give your problems in life and all your trials and tribulations, if you give it life, it's just gonna grow, just gonna keep on getting worse and getting worse. I try to just brush it off. I do one of these. I brush my shoulders off and I just keep on going. You know. Day, man, but I thank people like Carl and Lauren and the rest of the Elevated Minds fam. You know, they speak a lot of positivity into my life, man, and even more than you know, and that's sad, but in a way, hey, you know, that's life, man. I have to accept that, and I have to embrace that, and you know, just roll with the flow, baby. You know. That's right.
That's our personal Eric Thomas on the team. I love Frank. I always say he's like our personal Eric Thomas. So Carl, you could go ahead and take it away.
That's it, guys. You know, we just wanted to have a few people hop on and share their mindset, and people from all different walks of life, different cities, different age. You know, it's just everybody, and you're invited. You're invited to have this kind of mindset, this kind of abundance. Every day, it's a growth thing. I'm chasing after my dreams, and the only way to get there is to elevate my mind. I can't have billion-dollar meetings and thoughts if I have a poor man's mindset. So I focus on growing me, helping people around me grow, and sticking to the only thing that's going to get you to the top, guys, in this right here, all in your head. So we appreciate you, spending your time here. If you're not plugged in, get plugged in. Get back to the person who brought you here. Get started. Run with the team. I always say this: if you elevate your mind, you can elevate your pockets and your bank account. Change your area code, guys. This call is officially over. God bless you. See you guys on Facebook.